DC has been in a very interesting place for a while now, and although they've put out very good individual movies like Wonder Woman and Aquaman and Shazam, they all have the same issue. And that is that they live in the same universe, but it feels very separated. It's hard to connect them in the way that the MCU has done so well. And because the MCU has done it so well, that is what the fans want. They want a connected multiverse of locationing where the movies all swerve in and out of each other and characters meet each other in their films, and it all connects to one big movie, which should be the Justice League. However, obviously we know where the Justice League stood as far as the fans are concerned, and there's even more confusion now with the Snyder Cut being set to release. Fans are wondering whether or not the storyline will follow forward from there, or if this Justice League that we have will continue to be the prominent point in the DCEU. Well, a report coming today from DCEU Mythic has other thoughts on the matter, and they've reported that they have information that there is a new Justice League movie in development at Warner Brothers. We're going to cover that and what it could mean for the future of the DCEU in this video. Hey everybody, how's it going? Welcome back to Cosmic Culture. It's Chris. If you love to stay up to date on all major movie and television news as much as we do, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button as we cover it right here on the channel. Now, DCEU Mythic's Jeremy Conrad claims to have insider information regarding the future of the Justice League, and he says it's development on Justice League Rebirth, claiming that this would be a separate film from the Snyder Cut and also not a continuation of that Justice League story, implying also that Joss Whedon's Justice League would also be tossed out and they would be starting over, which implies the whole Rebirth storyline. He goes on to explain that they would expect J.J. Abrams or somebody of that ability to take over the directing of this role, seeing that it would be the resurrection of a franchise that has had a bit of a rocky road, but in recent years has seemed to have a plan and have been reaching expectations for a lot of fans in a lot of areas. However, there is a lot of work left to do in the DC fanbase as far as connecting the universes and creating that kind of happy DCEU feeling that will come from seeing everything kind of fall into place. And that's where somebody like J.J. Abrams, who Jeremy Conrad mentions, would be a very good candidate to take that place, as we've seen him do it in Star Wars, Star Trek, and many other productions where he has been involved. Although, as far as J.J. Abrams' involvement goes, Conrad does admit that was more speculation on his part than actual fact. However, imagining for a moment that Justice League Rebirth does replace the current storyline we have with the Justice League, which is arguably one of the least favorited movies of the fandom right now as far as the DC universe is concerned, it would be very interesting to see how they continued on that line. We are getting, as people have begged for many years, the Snyder Cut in early 2021, but again, there's not been any confirmation whether or not that movie will replace Joss Whedon's Justice League, or if it's just going to be put out for fans to have, and that is really what the question is at the moment. Jeremy Conrad seems to believe the Justice League Rebirth will be the beginning of a brand new title and a brand new beginning for all of DCEU. That this conjoining universe will start here and move on from there. As far as myself and this channel, we aren't really sure what the plans for DC are in the future as far as the Justice League and all of their characters. We're still hearing rumors about Henry Cavill coming back to play Superman, and there isn't really a Batman, but we're hearing that Michael Keaton is coming back and he's going to play this Nick Fury role in DCEU. So all of these rumors and leaks and things that we've been hearing, it sounds like they're working very hard to give us something exciting that makes sense, and it's a bit of a task and a lot of work to get us where we need to go, but it does look like DC is starting to put in the hours and the effort and hopefully get the results we need to see the DCEU finally take off and hold its place in the movies like it should. But guys, let me know what you think about this news, the Justice League Rebirth. Do you think that DC and Warner Brothers want to reboot the Justice League and start over from there, or do you think they're going to continue with Joss Whedon's or Zack Snyder's version of the Justice League? Let us know in the comments down below. It's a crazy, cool topic and we'd love to chat with you. Thank you guys always for all of you who watched until the very end of the video. If you enjoyed it, found it useful or helpful, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button as we cover all major movie news right here on Cosmic Culture.